All right. Hello, everyone. I'm back today for another daily vlog. Oops. Let me double check. I'm trying to go live on Instagram and on TikTok. Okay, I am live. Hey, welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into my daily vlog. I'm back. Yesterday, I had the day off. I had kind of a major dental procedure yesterday on my left side of my mouth. I basically got 2 temporaries for 2 new crowns that are coming in a couple weeks, and then I got a couple of new fillings for my old silver fillings. As I've told some of you guys, I've been taking something called Halcyon or triazolam to when I go to the dentist for long times like that, just because of how uncomfortable it is to lay there and all the time that it takes. So I'd rather not know and rather kind of be out of it and half in and half out and get some good rest on top of it. So yesterday, according to my Fitbit, I got 2.5 hours of sleep while I was at the dentist, even though I was awake for a lot of it, I'm sure, and at least subconsciously or consciously, I don't know which, in order to do things that the dentist asked me to do, right? And I do have some vague memories of things, especially the fact that I almost swallowed my new crown, I believe. At one point, I remember them saying "oops" and me feeling it in my mouth and me kind of like maneuvering my tongue around and giving it back to them like it was no big deal. That was kind of an interesting thing. I thought that was funny. Yeah. And then I came home after that and I crashed and slept a couple more hours. So yesterday, according to my Fitbit, I got like 11 hours and 11 minutes of total sleep. So I got a lot of rest yesterday. So that was good. Now, my mouth is doing well. It's doing fine. It's just a little weird because, of course, when you get these temporaries, you got to chew on them one side or the other, whichever side you didn't get work done, you got to chew on the other side for a while until you get the permanent crowns. Otherwise, you risk the fact that you might pop one of the temporaries out of your mouth while you're chewing on something, and that's no good. You don't want that. Today's the NBA trade deadline, and there's been some movers and shakers for sure. During the trades today, Aaron Gordon went to the Nuggets, which was a pretty big move for the Magic. And then JJ Redick ended up with the Mavs. It was kind of one of those places that I did not really expect him to go. I thought he was going to go to more of a title contending team like Brooklyn or somewhere else, since basically that's what I thought he wanted to do. I didn't think he really wanted to go to the Mavs. Victor Oladipo had a brief stint in Houston from Indiana, and now he got traded today to the Heat for Avery Bradley and Kelly Olynyk. Rajon Rondo got traded to the Clippers for Lou Williams, back to the Hawks. And then Vucevic from Orlando got traded in a 3-way deal with the Bulls. Troy Brown Jr., who's a Vegas native, he got traded to the Bulls from the Wizards in that 3-way deal. Basically, the Wizards got 2 guys I never heard of, and I don't think anybody knows who they are for the most part. Norman Powell from the Raptors got traded to the Blazers for Gary Trent Jr. and Rodney Hood, which I thought was kind of interesting. George Hill, ex-Buck, ex-Indiana Pacer, just about everywhere. I think he's been a tradesman in the league for a while. Really love his game. Really thought the Bucks should have held on to him, or he should have stayed in Milwaukee to help them out. Was in Oklahoma City and got traded to the Sixers in a 3-way trade. And then there was many others that were a little bit more insignificant, and I don't remember all the details. You can always go to ESPN.com and or follow Wojciechowski on Instagram or Twitter and get all the latest updates on that. On another note, I heard that the Green Bay Packers re-signed my least favorite player of all time, cornerback Kevin King. Yeah. You heard it right. I don't know why they felt like they needed to hire him or re-sign him. Maybe it's because he was ultra cheap and we didn't have any cap space and we couldn't sign anyone else. I don't know. But he's played just pretty much horribly for the Packers since they've gotten him. I mean, he was the one that gave up the touchdown with just a couple seconds to go before the half of the NFC Championship game versus Tampa Bay, which basically cost them the game. And he's also been in many spots where if you were a diehard Green Bay Packers fan, you know what I'm talking about, where he would just make he couldn't tackle in the open field. A couple, various times he's, dropped interceptions. Various times he's given up big plays. Various times, I mean, I don't think he's worth anything, and I think we should have let him go. And I would rather take a shot at either one of the young guns who is like more or less a rookie or second year guy and give him a real shot, or I would have rather gone out in free agency and tried to sign somebody like Patrick Peterson or someone else who was available at the time. Now he's gone off the market too, but that's what I would have done. So I'm really sad to say that I got to watch Kevin King play for the Packers again in this upcoming season. And if you do watch any of the Packer games, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about if you pay close attention to what he does defensively. Yeah, and I just heard today that there is no longer a mask mandate in Arizona. And we're heading there tomorrow for Colton's Made Hoops Championship weekend. And so I guess we won't have to wait in line outside of the gym, and they won't have capacity issue. Well, they might still have capacity issues, so we might still have to wait outside the line. But we might not have to wear masks unless they are still mandating them at the gym itself, which they probably will, since, I don't know, maybe they just want to ensure people's safety, and that's okay too if that's what they're concerned with and what they're going to do. If one more week into that, hey, it's one more week into that. And then I also heard in the same article or same story that Utah is going to remove its mask mandate, or I guess on April 10th. I didn't think they even had one. I thought like when you go to St. George, they didn't really have any mask mandates there. Maybe it was just for, because I haven't been there in a while. Maybe they did after the last time I was there, or perhaps maybe the whole state didn't have a whole mandate, and that's just basically saying anywhere that did have a mandate will no longer have a mandate. I don't know. But we'll see what happens. And the verdict's still out on whether or not Florida, Texas, and some other states who have eased up on those restrictions even earlier than what Arizona is up to and Utah is going to be up to, if their numbers have increased or are increasing. And then again, is it the new variant supposedly, or is it the same one? Who knows? I did hear the other night, or I think it was last night on the news, some nurse, I don't remember where she was from, said that she had gotten her second dose of the vaccine, and I don't remember which one, if she got Moderna or Pfizer or what, but it had to be one of the two, I think. And then she said she tested positive a week later after the second injection, and had been feeling symptoms, and a couple of her family members also tested positive after all getting the same vaccines at the same time. So that was interesting. But she said, and they said reportedly that the CDC or somebody was investigating whether or not it was the new variant or one of the variants out there, and that's why they tested positive and are symptomatic. And then some expert doctor came on and said, well, the vaccine isn't going to necessarily protect you from absolutely never getting it, but more or less eliminating or alleviating the symptoms to the point where you wouldn't have nearly the troubles with the virus if you were going to have troubles that you normally would have, and prevent you from having to be possibly hospitalized, intubated, or potentially if you have the vaccine, supposedly you won't actually get sick enough to actually die from the vaccine if you were going to without the vaccine. So that's good news, right? No matter what, if it's just like the flu shot. If you get the flu shot, you still might get the flu or a variation of the flu and still be sick, but hopefully your symptoms are a whole lot less. You get over it a whole lot quicker, that sort of thing. So that's good. What else? There was, again, on the bottom of my screen, you can see, join my super secret Telegram group for entrepreneurs, Kerry's telegram.com. That's on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and in some of my Facebook groups right now, because I'm broadcasting via live stream. If you aren't seeing that on Instagram Live or Twitter Live, again, it's Kerry's, that's KERRYS, plural, Telegram, TELEGRAM.com. And again, it's a brand new group, and I'm going to be sharing when I go live, like I should have tonight again, and I forgot to, so I do apologize to those who are in there that are seeing this that did not get notified, because I did not notify that group, but I'm going to be doing that, and I will remember to do that on the next one I do. And I'm going to be sharing little nuggets of information here and there about digital marketing, probably, or whatever else I feel like is of value to the people that are in that group. So Again, it's 100% free. If after you're joined and you don't feel like you're getting anything out of it, you don't want to belong anymore, no hard feelings, just leave the group and go on your merry way. But if you do get something out of it, hopefully you will, then it'll be a free little benefit to do that. Yeah, I think that's about it. I probably won't, I might try to do a live tomorrow before I head off to Phoenix for the weekend. I probably won't do a live Saturday or Sunday. And maybe on Sunday evening, maybe, but I doubt it. Probably come back on Monday. I'm also probably going to get out my new podcast, hopefully tonight or tomorrow. We'll see. I didn't do one last week. Last week was the first one in 9 weeks that I did not get a new podcast done. But I'm planning on getting back on track with that either tonight or tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. Again, if you want to tune into that, it's kerryspodcast.com. If any of you out there are wanting to watch any of these vlogs that I've been doing on a regular basis, you can go to kerrysvlog.com and it'll take you to my playlist on YouTube to watch any of the vlogs you may have missed, or at least it'll give you an idea of what I've been talking about recently. Yeah, I think that's it. Paying homage today to two of the greats, whichever way you can see them on camera, right? John Stockton, Karl Malone, Utah Jazz, and of course these aren't like retro NBA Jam shirts I sport a lot of. I've got just about every combo you can probably think of. Probably have way too many of them, but by a company called homage.com, and no, I do not get any kickbacks or have any affiliation with them, but I enjoy their shirts very much because number one, they're of good quality, and I love how they the material they're made out of, nice soft cotton, and B, who doesn't love NBA Jam, that loves video games and or the NBA? So there you go. Head on over to homage.com. Usually they have some deals. I do recommend you don't pay full price. They are a little pricey full price. Usually you can get them for $12 to $16 off per shirt if you just be patient and wait. That's my 2 cents. Save some money. Okay, that's it for now. That's all I got for you today. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. If not, I'll see you Sunday or Monday. Have a great weekend. Be safe. And watch some NCAA basketball Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday this week is what it's going to be. And I'll be back fully reporting on what kind of upsets and who gets where. And hopefully my Loyola Chicago Ramblers will be rambling on to the Final Four, hopefully, with any luck. All right. Have a great night, and I will see you again soon. Take care.